Hello, fire signs, and welcome to your extended reading for the next 7 days in love. I'm being drawn to clarify the Two of Swords for you. Queen of Wands is very cut and dry. Remain in your power. Own it. Know your worth. The Devil, well, check that energy with obsession, bad habits. So we want to go into the Two of Swords. And what is this avoidance about? Are we avoiding? Are we stuck? Okay. So. And I got 3 cards here. For clarification, we have the Page of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. This completely shifts the Two of Swords from stuck indecision into someone is about to choose action. But they're still weighing what they're willing to invest here. Let's break this down. With the Page of Wands, there's a curiosity, attraction, impulsive energy. Someone wants to reach out, explore, flirt, or reopen communication with you. It's giving off a very much of a, I'm thinking about it, and I want to say something type of energy. Now, the Ace of Pentacles came out right underneath it. And this is a key shift. The decision is tied to something real, a new beginning, a concrete offer, a restart, or grounded opportunity. So it's not just feelings, it's more about what could this become in real life for you guys. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. And this is about balance. Are you giving more than you receive? Is this mutual? Is this worth investing in? This is someone assessing fairness, opportunity, and the give and take being balanced. So what does the Two of Swords really mean here now that we have the clarification? Is this isn't emotional paralysis anymore. They're not stuck. It's more of, do they reach out and take a chance? And will it be equal this time? The blindfold is coming off, but the person here is still calculating. This actually fits in with your previous cards. With the Devil, the hidden attachment, and giving emotional suppression. The Two of Swords, clarified, is should they act on this? The Lovers that followed is the actual decision point. It's about the choice. And the Hierophant, what happens if they choose stability and commitment? So the energy is moving like this, that there's desire, hesitation, then it becomes into evaluation. They make a choice and realize that there is commitment potential. I feel like someone wants to approach you. They see real potential for something stable, but they know it's mutual, but they need to know, I should say, that it's mutual and balanced. This is very much like they don't want to risk their effort unless they know it's for real this time. Fire signs, what did you do to this person? Because they are very unsure about you. I want to clarify the lovers for fire signs for the next 7 days. Let's get a card or two for the lovers for fire signs. Let's clarify the lovers. Okay. And we got the Seven of Pentacles. That's actually giving me a very grounded feeling. Like this is a slow building clarification for what is actually going to be a big choice in love. See, the lovers here isn't about an instant decision. It's about waiting, assessing, asking if this relationship is worth continuing to invest in. Now, what the Seven of Pentacles is adding to this is long-term evaluation energy. Someone is stepping back and looking from the outside at the relationship or the connection. More like it's a timeline is what I feel like. What has been invested so far? What has actually grown from it? Is there a real return on emotional effort? They're being very analytical here. And this confirms the choice shown in the lovers is not being rushed. Instead, they're actually taking a moment to pause before actually committing. They're not walking away yet, but they're also not immediately jumping forward. It's not impulsive love. They're thinking, they're measuring the process, trying to decide if what you two can have can be long-term. So now with the Seven of Pentacles, the Lover's card is, instead of giving an instant soulmate decision, it's turning into, do I keep investing in this connection or are you wasting your energy? So the choice in love is happening more on a practical, emotional level, not just passion. Fire signs, I wonder if you're dealing with someone with an air sign, because they're very analytical, particularly Geminis and Libras. They're weighing and balancing what to invest. Has it been enough? What they invest, will you balance it out? Will it be mutual? So right now, we're no longer in a chaotic mess, but it's becoming more structured, where there's attraction, emotional confusion, hesitation, evaluation, and again, back to committal potential. So the energy is shifting from feeling based, from feeling more like it's only about feelings, and into a real life decision making about investment and future stability. Because let's face it, love alone does not carry a relationship. There has to be more. So what could be the overall outcome for fire signs over the next 7 days? What's the overall outcome for fire signs? The Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. What is your overall outcome? Okay. And we get the Strength card. That's actually very stabilizing for this message, because your reading has been full of temptation, confusion, and needing to make a decision. So Strength is about self-control, emotional maturity, patience, and quiet confidence. So instead of impulsive action or needing to have immediate resolution, the outcome here is more or less about getting control over emotions and desire. Now, after everything that we pulled here, from, I'm going to include the devil here, from which is your intense attachment, the emotional pull, the Two of Swords, which leans more towards the hesitation and decision making, with the Lovers needing to choose whether to invest in love, the Hierophant, the potential for commitment or structure, and now with Strength, the situation is not going to resolve in 7 days, but it does become much more emotionally managed and clarified between you guys. What I'm feeling is that someone is actually still thinking about you strongly. The emotions are very much still there, just underneath the surface, and they're trying to hold on to it, hide it, because they haven't made the decision yet. But instead of them acting impulsive, they are checking themselves. It's like they're restraining themselves. I almost feel like we should have had the Four of Pentacles here. But it's still giving that energy, because they don't want to make a reckless decision here. They're just controlling their feelings and the reflection on what's actually happened between you guys and what could happen in the future. So with the Strength here, in your reading, it's choosing patience over reaction, not giving into fear, obsession, or anxiety. It's letting clarity level up naturally. So instead of the chaos or a sudden reunion between you guys, this is taking on an energy of the connection is still alive, but it's being handled very carefully, almost like with kid gloves. These feelings here that you and your person have, they don't disappear. But actions have slowed down. Someone is trying to do the right thing here. They're trying not to, and it also could be you. You're trying not to be so overly emotional about it. You really want to balance things between the two of you. So your final outcome on your love reading, it's not a yes or no outcome, but it's more of self-control. It's going to lead the situation for you both. It's not about being impulsive. And that's actually really important in your spread, because everything before showed, again, strong desire, hesitation, and then evaluation. And the Strength card closing it out is really telling you that the attraction here is real. It's driving that home. And a decision is still firming up. But whoever is involved is not acting recklessly at this point anymore. At least not this week. They're being very concise and very strategic in how they're going to move with you. Fire signs, you have this person all up in their head. They're not as free to move because I feel like they're afraid. Whether you've said something, you've done something in the past that made them pull back. Maybe they overgave and it wasn't reciprocated from you. And what I mean by overgiving is not monetarily. I'm talking about time and emotions here. So something happened between you guys. I don't know what it is. Only you do. For those that this reading resonates for. And you said or did something to them that even though their feelings are still strong, it really made them a lot more cautious. And if you want this person, I have a feeling you may actually need to open the door. Let them know that it is okay to step forward. They may move slowly, cautiously, but I feel like there's real love here. And there's a real chance for a long-term outcome there. You don't need to chase. You don't need to lower yourself in any way, because the Queen of Wands is telling you to stand in your power, be confident, okay? Own yourself, but own your feelings and be truthful. I will leave your reading here. Thank you for joining me in your extended. At the end of the week, I will have the weekend love reading for everybody. That will be for the entire collective. And in the meantime, fire signs, I hope you enjoyed your reading, and that we'll see you next week for your next 7 days in love. Best of luck to you all.